Hi, my name is Claire Chepkech, and this is Signals and Snuggles, where we experience aviation, tech, and lifestyle. And welcome to today's episode. Now, before I started working in aviation, I honestly had a very different picture of what the industry looked like. And I think most people imagine airports, planes, uniforms, and this glamorous, fast-paced environment. And while some parts of that are true, there's an entire part that most people don't usually talk about. And some of that genuinely shocked me when I first started. One thing that surprised me the most was realizing that you never actually reach the point where you know everything. I used to think that once you graduate and start working, you suddenly become this professional that knows everything or understands everything immediately. But that's not how it works, especially in this technical field of aviation, where you are constantly learning new systems, adapting, solving problems, and trying to figure things out as you go. And honestly, that was a little intimidating at first. Because when you're a young professional in a technical environment, you feel like you always need to have the answer. Very true. But over time, I've realized that learning every day is actually a part of my job. Another thing that really surprised me was how much responsibility comes with working in aviation. People don't always see the behind the scenes side of it, but communication and coordination matter so much more than most people realize. Small details matter, precision matters, and sometimes that pressure can feel very real. There are moments where you realize that what seems like a small thing can actually affect a much bigger picture. And I think that's one of the things that changed me the most. It taught me to pay attention differently, to think differently, and to become more intentional and detail oriented in ways I never expected. I also think social media sometimes makes careers look very glamorous all the time. And yes, aviation can be exciting, but behind all of that, there's still real work happening. Long days, mental exhaustion, sometimes pressure, moments where you question yourself, moments where you feel tired. Honestly, I think that's important to talk about too, because every career has a side people don't always see online. And then outside of work, life still continues. You still go home, you still have responsibilities, you still have days where you are tired, but people still need you. And I think balancing both sides of life has probably been one of the biggest learning experiences for me. Learning how to switch from work mode to home mode while still trying to take care of yourself somewhere in between. And honestly, I'm still figuring it out. But despite all of that, I still think such an interesting journey. because every experience teaches you something new, not just about work, but about yourself too. And I think that's one of the biggest things aviation has taught me so far. You don't have to know everything immediately, you just have to be willing to keep learning. And honestly, I think that applies to life too. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. And this is Cece's Signals and Snuggles, where we experience aviation, tech, and lifestyle. See you in our next video. Bye bye.